Maharashtra is not the only state where the situation is quite severe right now. The situation, in fact, is very severe in the national capital as well, and the number of cases are rising. And joining me on the broadcast right now, my colleagues Nalini and Sumi from the national capital itself. Nalini, I believe, is joining us from the Bengali market, which is one of the containment zones in the national capital. Nalini, take us through what is happening around you, because there is a lot of focus on keeping people indoors, and like the Prime Minister pointed out, that till April 20th, there will be extremely strict measures taken in containment zones. So tell us what is happening around you.
Well, Vikram, right now we're reporting from near Bengali market, and we're just about 500 meters away from the Supreme Court of India. So it's one of the centrally located places in the national capital. And like you were just talking about the rising number of cases in New Delhi, I believe the market's touching somewhere around 1,200 now. But right behind us, you can see that the entire area around Bengali market has been barricaded. It's been declared a containment zone, and the Delhi police is not letting anybody go inside. In fact, just a few minutes before we went live, we saw the van go in to supply all the essentials to the residents who are living inside that area. And right at the end of the road, where you can see a few shops, is where the Bengali market actually is. So just a few meters ahead of that, they've actually sealed off this entire area, and they're ensuring that nobody is allowed to go through. And in fact, this road leads to several other roads inside, and that's why they're ensuring that the barricading is done just a few meters ahead of it, so that no person is allowed to go through this particular area. In fact, I'm going to show you right behind us also, and I'm going to ask Santosh to get you these visuals, because this is a roundabout, the Mandi House roundabout right behind us, which is usually a very busy area in the national capital, especially in the mornings, because there are a lot of government offices also around. There on the left is where you see the Doordarshan building, and you can see there is very less traffic right now, even though it's a little early in the morning. But despite that, there is very less traffic around this particular area, because essentially, like you correctly stated, it's the second day of the phase 2 of the lockdown. So people are ensuring at this particular time that they stay inside their houses, that they don't step out until it's absolutely necessary. And even the Delhi police officials, like you can see behind us, are ensuring that they advise everybody who's crossing through this area to not move around unless it's absolutely necessary. They've also laid down the guidelines on a pamphlet that is put up over here on the barrier, where they've detailed the sections of the IPC that people will be flouting if they go forth and actually violate any of the conditions that have been imposed during the lockdown period. And they've also given the helpline numbers over here. I'm going to ask Santosh to just get you a quick visual of that as well. There are all the sections that have been laid down over here that people will be violating in case they step out unless it's absolutely necessary. They've also given the landline numbers and the helpline numbers that people can contact them on for any COVID-related emergency. So the Delhi police is doing all that it can on its part to ensure that citizens actually go forth and follow this lockdown, because India is working towards flattening the curve as we speak. That's the main priority for the country right now, and all the citizens have to come together to make that possible.
One of the busiest areas as far in the national capital, right in central Delhi. A lot of government offices, a lot of private offices. Let me quickly go across to Sumi, who is reporting from Sadarjung, a place in South Delhi. South Delhi also has been one of the worst hit parts of the national capital, where over 1,500 cases have been reported in totality. There have been 30 casualties till now in Delhi, but the mortality rate has been contained, and the Arvind Kejriwal government has repeatedly said that it is preparing for the worst. It is ready to handle as much as 1,000 cases per day. But right now, Sumi, what is happening around you? Take us through.
So, Vikram, we are at the Safdarjung enclave, which is the new entrant into the extended list of containment zones, which was released by the Delhi government yesterday. And the Delhi government here, only one positive corona case has been found, and the Delhi government has gone forward and has contained this particular area. I would like to request my video journalist Surendra Shah to kindly pan the camera and show as to how the Delhi police barricades have been placed. And Delhi police has also been keeping a close watch on the entire location. So the B blocks of the Safdarjung enclave is the new entrant in the list, and here one particular lady who was undergoing dialysis had gone to the hospital, and after going to the hospital she had been tested corona positive, and this particular area has now worn a deserted look. However, as far as the preventive measures taken by the Delhi government are concerned, Delhi government has formed Corona Foot Warriors, and in fact 14,000 teams of Corona Foot Warriors with the defense personnel, one sanitation worker, one ASHA Anganwadi worker also, and one police constable. So these teams will be responsible for alerting the authorities in case of suspected cases, and they will also ensure that social distancing norms are followed by the residents, and they will also ensure that medical facilities reach to them. So they are carrying this weight of ensuring that also essential commodities reach to the residents of that particular area which has been sealed. So all these all these things the Delhi government is doing.
कुदेसिया घाट पे बहुत सारे मजदूर इकट्ठा हुए थे। मुख्यमंत्री जी ने आदेश देकर उन सभी को अलग अलग नाइट शेल्टर्स में भिजवा दिया है। बहुत सारे स्कूलों में नाइट शेल्टर्स बना दिए गए हैं और उनको वहाँ रखा जाएगा, उनके खाने पीने की व्यवस्था वहाँ की जाएगी। मुख्यमंत्री जी ने पूरा आदेश दिया हुआ है कि दिल्ली के किसी भी कोने में कोई भी मजदूर अगर खाने की रहने की समस्या से ग्रसित है तो चाहे हमें अपने सारे सरकारी स्कूलों को, हमें चाहे अपने सारे कम्युनिटी सेंटर्स को नाइट शेल्टर्स में बदलना पड़े, लेकिन कोई भी व्यक्ति बिना रहे मतलब रहने की समस्या से नहीं जूझेगा और खाने की समस्या से नहीं जूझेगा। सारी सरकार मिलकर सुनिश्चित कर रही है। जैसे ही ये असेंबली वहाँ पे होनी शुरू हुई, मुख्यमंत्री जी ने आदेश दिए और सबको अब बसों में फ्रूट्स वगैरह दे के और उनको खाने की व्यवस्था करके अब उनको नाइट शेल्टर्स में ले जाया गया है और वो वहाँ आराम से रहेंगे। उनको नाइट शेल्टर में ही खाना दिया जाएगा और वहीं रखा जाएगा जब तक ये कोरोना का लॉकडाउन नहीं खुलता है। दूसरा, अभी 2 दिन पहले भी यही हुआ था। इसी तरह का एक टीवी चैनल से पता चला था कि किसी जगह पर कुछ मज़दूर कंस्ट्रक्शन साइट पे कुछ मज़दूर फंसे हुए हैं, वो बाहर नहीं आ रहे। उनसे भी संपर्क करके उनको भी खाना दिया गया है। मैं मीडिया से भी अनुरोध करूंगा, सोशल मीडिया पे जो लोग बैठे हैं उनसे भी अनुरोध करूंगा कि दिल्ली में अगर इस तरह का कहीं भी कोई मामला सामने आता है तो हमारे संज्ञान में ज़रूर लाएं, मीडिया के माध्यम से या सोशल मीडिया के माध्यम से। मुख्यमंत्री जी और पूरी सरकार पूरी शिद्दत से इस काम में लगी हुई है कि किसी भी एक भी व्यक्ति को रात को भूखे पेट ना सोना पड़े, और ये हमने सुनिश्चित किया है और हम आगे भी सुनिश्चित करेंगे।
सर, कल सुबह से बहुत सारे लोग रेलवे स्टेशन पहुंच के आनंद विहार में भी इस तरह का इंसिडेंट पिछली बार हो चुका है, तो क्या उससे भी निपटने की तैयारी है क्योंकि उस तरह का कोई केस जो है वो रिपीट ना हो, इंसिडेंट रिपीट ना हो?
नहीं, दिल्ली में पुलिस बड़ी सख्ती से पेश आ रही है और किसी भी को बाहर नहीं निकलने दे रही है। ये एक्चुअली वहीं नाइट शेल्टर में रहने वाले लोग थे और कुछ आसपास हनुमान मंदिर और आसपास के मस्जिदों में और आसपास के इलाकों में कुछ रहने वाले लोग थे जो मंदिर में और वहाँ रहते थे। उनमें से ज़्यादातर लोग वो हैं और पहले नाइट शेल्टर्स में रहते थे, अभी वो वहाँ पहुँच गए। तो अब सबको शेल्टर में भेज दिया गया है, किसी रूमर की वजह से नहीं हो रहा है।
एक आखिरी सवाल से, जो मेडिकल स्टाफ था, जो डॉक्टर्स की टीम थी, उस पर स्टोन पेल्टिंग होती है जब वहाँ पर लोग गए थे सस्पेक्ट को चेक करने के लिए, आपको क्या टेक है?
मुझे लगता है पूरे देश में कहीं भी कोई भी व्यक्ति अगर किसी डॉक्टर के साथ, किसी मेडिकल स्टाफ के साथ में या कोरोना के ख़िलाफ़ लड़ाई में लगे हुए पुलिस वाले, सफाई कर्मचारी, टीचर या किसी और स्टाफ के साथ में किसी भी तरह का दुर्व्यवहार करता है तो उसको सख्त से सख्त सज़ा दी जानी चाहिए। इस मुश्किल समय में कुछ लोग अपनी जान पे खेल के देश की जान बचाने में लगे हुए हैं, और वैसे में कुछ लोग अपनी ईगो के कारण या अपने अहंकार के कारण या अपनी मूर्खता के कारण अगर किसी डॉक्टर को, किसी मेडिकल स्टाफ के साथ कोई बदतमीजी करते हैं तो उसके प्रति ज़ीरो टॉलरेंस होना चाहिए, उसकी जगह जेल में होनी चाहिए तुरंत।
Strong words there from Delhi Deputy Chief Minister Manish Sisodia as far as the attack on the doctors has been concerned. We've been seeing some reports of shameful attacks on doctors across the country and cops as well. We'll keep coming back to what is happening across the country, but right now on your screens are pictures of 3 most affected states. 3 most affected states, Maharashtra, Delhi and Tamil Nadu. Remember, in Maharashtra, there have been over 170 casualties. In Delhi, the total number of deaths is 30. And Tamil Nadu has largely been able to control the number of casualties. It's only 12. We'll keep getting you reporters from around the country.
Hi everyone, I'm Sujarita Kukreti. Thanks for checking out Republic World. If you would like to watch more show highlights and live coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel, and don't forget to download the Republic World News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.